I'm making this video 10 minutes. That's it. That's all the situation gets from me is 10 more minutes. That's it. Literally, that is it. And for the rest of the night, I'm going to center myself. I've been going through the longest heartbreak, breakup, whatever with my daughter's father. The reason why it seems so long is because how it ended, there was no real conversations, there was no real closure. It was just being done grimy, being done dirty, playing back and forth, and then just moving the fuck on. I've had to try to go back in the past and figure out conversations that we had to try to figure out, like, maybe he's hurting, maybe he's going through this, maybe because of his mom, maybe because of his upbringing. I've tried to rationalize it. Well, maybe because I was a good person, he'll come back one day. That's really what's been fucking me up, is the whole hope thing. And I just seen something today. Because when I tell y'all, I'm healing. Y'all watch me in this ghetto ass apartment bathroom, okay? I'm fucking healing. I am done. I would watch readings and the readings would give me false hope, and I would just be like, let me just be a good person. And I was raised as a good person, a Christian, just knowing God, period. Even when you go to the church, the first thing that you do is welcome the visitor. So people you don't even know, strangers you don't even know, you're being open and kind to. I didn't grow up baby mama, baby this, like, even, I hate to say it, but my family, my upbringing, like, we look down on people like that. I've now changed my perspective. I think we go through things to humble us, and that humbled me because I never wanted to be a baby mom. I got pregnant at 16, had my first child at 17. That's a whole other story in this situation in itself, but it wasn't because I was promiscuous. It was because I was heartbroken. I needed love. My family home was not a solid foundation. And so, yeah, I come into this relationship and I get my heart broken again. One thing I want to say is it's not really about the person, because when I look back at the relationship, it wasn't really like, I mean, he was good looking. Of course, you know, the sex is sex. I mean, guys, I literally tapped into his YouTube because he has it on my channel, on my TV, and he was looking up stuff for like penis enhancements. So it's like, this guy, that's where his mind is at, trying to have this dick big, all that. Like, it's never intellectual conversations, and that's the type of guy that I like. It's never somebody who's really listening to my feelings, and that's the kind of guy that I want. Somebody that validates me, that pours into me. And as I look into the relationship, there were pockets of it, and that would be where I would have the hope, because it's like, oh, well, he's not completely a bad guy. But it was like, I was good with being fed scraps, and that's not okay. So this person from the very beginning wasn't like, it was fun for fun, but it wasn't somebody that I said, this is the man that I can see myself marrying. Like, this is, you know, when I put my list together of the type of man that I want, maybe in the beginning it kind of was, because he was in a different position financially. So I think that he had a better esteem about himself. He told his friends, I'm ready to settle down. Like, you know, he made this big thing and buying shoes and all this other stuff. But I think it was just because of where he was at financially. And then once he lost the money, he just went back to his old self, just trying to go from girl to girl, person to person, see what he could use. He wants to look like he's the man in front of his friends, but every single female that he's ever been with is tricking on him. I remember when we first met, I got into a fight with this girl at this place, this little rinky-dink ass club. And I asked him, I'm like, so what's up? Like, y'all okay? He was like, no, she just offered me tickets to a baseball game. And so in my mind, I'm just like, you know, at the time, it's just like, whatever. Like, I'm not tricking on niggas. Like, I'll spend money if I see fit, but I have my own dreams, my own goals. So, I mean, he was spending money on me. Like, I didn't really have to, my whole entire life, I've never had to trick on niggas. Like, I've never had to, well, let me buy you. And because the guys that I deal with, they would never even ask. Like, it's embarrassing to them to have to be like relying or having a girl pay for everything. That's why I hate this whole scrub culture. Like, literally, these niggas out here trying to be females and these females out here trying to be men, and I just don't want to go into this aggressive man being angry, pissed off, fighting. I don't want to do that. Like, I really want to be the chosen flower out the bunch, so I'm just trying to talk my way through this. I know it seems repetitive. It's like, girl, get over it. The truth is, I haven't really sat down and told the truth. Like, I am angry. Like, I keep trying to play it off, kind of make it a joke, trying to make it seem like I'm healed so I don't look like I'm, you know, because you never know who's watching, and it's like people want to make fun of you, they want to laugh at your pain, but like, this was my child's father. And the second thing that kills me outside of all of that is the fact that I grew up in the church. I grew up with both my parents being married. He knew this. So when we got pregnant, I asked him. I specifically told him, we don't have to have this baby. He gave me a sob story. All the girls before him got miscarriages. Now, mind you, that should be a trigger because you got how many miscarriages? Why don't these females want to have your baby if you all that? Like, what is the issue? But he's got multiple miscarriages, multiple abortions. Like, that was his MO. That's just his thing. So I'm like, well, instead of listening it and being like, red flag, ting, 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 bitch, I'm like, well, I don't want it to be, again, me being the soft person, oh, I'm so nice. Like, I don't want to be that person to take away his child. But it's like, girl, you don't want to take away his child, but he's not trying to offer you lifetime. He's not trying to offer you a crib. Like, the crib that we lived in was my crib. It was in my name, me and my mom's name. This man didn't put no money towards nothing. Like, if he did throw money, it would be like, oh, there's money here, you could have it. But it was never like, hey, put this towards the bills, do this. It was never like, when my parents were helping us pay rent, when we went on furlough, I wasn't making money. He wasn't paying my parents back for anything. Like, this wasn't somebody who was like, I'm taking care of the home. He's like, I'm being taken care of living in the home. And that's just what it was. And it seemed like that throughout the whole relationship. Like, the more responsibility, the more our daughter got older, the more it was just like he just kind of dipped out. He didn't want the responsibility. He wanted to have the fun. He didn't want responsibility, which leads me back to the point. We didn't have to do this. And I think my anger and my frustration just comes from me wanting him to just be like, you right, I fucked up your life. Forget the relationship, forget us being. The fact is, you told me you had dreams, you had goals. There was, even if we never talked about it, like, I had dreams, I had goals, I had things I wanted to accomplish, I had things I wanted to do in my life, I had things that I wanted to become. Hold on. Your food's almost done, stink. I'm cooking some chicken. Almost done. Can you what?
Like a French dress.
You want to put a princess dress on? Okay.
I want my rainbow dress.
Yep, I got it. Come on, stay right there. I got you. I'm gonna bring it. I told y'all no more than 10 minutes. I got 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes and some change. But that's really the main thing, and I had to really sit with myself. I came here full circle because he had said some slick shit about something sexual, and I was like, I fell into the trap, and I'm like, you know, do you want to be with me, all this other stuff? And he pretty much told me I was doing too much. So I'm like, okay. And that's when it clicked in my mind, like, because again, I was watching these readings, and it's like, you know, he feels this and he feels that, and the third party this and third party that. And then when I start to look at it, I'm like, bitch, I'm the third party. They got their own little situation set up, and I'm the mistress. Hold on, y'all. Please take this off my time. In. Good girl. Step in.
It's raining.
Good girl. Oh, come on, big miss. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ooh, stretch it out. Patience.
Before dolls were invented, children played with a doll wrapped in fabric, imagining it as a baby doll.
Yeah, baby.
Nastia and Dad learned how to hand make
now you're telling me
Russian
she
dolls using spoons and fabric.
I go look at yourself in the mirror. So anyways, yeah, long story short, they have their own situation. So I'm watching stuff, I'm like, third party this and third party that. Bitch, we not together. He got his own shit. He don't want to be with me. He done said it several times. His heart done. He probably barely had, if he had love, it was like this much. That's it. But I'm still holding on to it, one, because I'm like, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail again at another baby daddy. I cannot believe I put myself in this situation. Like, if y'all understood, like, what if I wanted to go off to California? You know, my son was 13. He finally decided he wanted to live with his dad. I had years to just be by myself, just to enjoy me finally after trauma, years of dealing with trauma. Here, baby, hold on. We're not doing all that. Just go sit down for a second. Let mommy finish this, okay? And then I got you. Oh my God, y'all, hold on. I'll give mommy about 2 more minutes, okay? Okay. I'm trying to just get this done because I'm saying it like this, but I at work today, your girl was crying and everything else because, like I said, that little bit of glimmer of hope, like maybe this will work out, maybe he'll come back. And again, you realizing, bitch, you're the third party. Like, you're the person that's in the middle of what they got going on. So now it's like, there's no hope. There's no nothing. You will never get an apology because that's not his life. He can't apologize to you for something that he never knew. He doesn't understand marriage being 40 years long. He doesn't understand that image of like, when I have a baby, I want to be in that baby's life, to be a stand-up man, to try to teach that baby something. Like, he doesn't get that. So when he hears, oh, we're going to have a baby together, he's thinking fun and pictures, and he's not thinking about the implications years and years to come of how this child's going to feel, i.e. case in point, how he has his first relationship with his first daughter. Clearly, they're not together. They're not married. There's no real effort of trying to keep the home, and he do what he can, but it's not like, for me, if I wanted my dad to, you know, to me, what I would expect for my father because of what I grew up with. I can't say, you know, like, oh, well, that's, you know, acceptable because my dad went above and beyond. Now, emotionally, he wasn't there, which is the reason why I'm in these situations that I'm in, because I'm just grasping for somebody to care about me emotionally. But at the end of the day, I got to care for myself. I wrote this man nothing but positive. Hey, I just want to push you positivity. He was gone for 5 days. Left the whole burden of the house on me. Didn't care about if his daughter was eating, if I had money for the baby to eat. Like, he just wants to go on his vacation. Cool, not a problem. I don't, to this day, I say nothing. Matter of fact, I said it before to him. I apologize because I was the mistress in the situation. I was the one trying to hold on to hope. I was the outsider, so I apologize for that. But moving forward, I still feel my feelings towards the situation because, again, if he's happy where he's at, even today, just last night, he was trying to text me at 10 o'clock at night, unsending a message, which is the reason why we got here to how we are today. Like, I wasn't even, that said, oh, what did you do? You were cussing me out? I was not thinking sex. I was not thinking anything. I literally thought, because I blocked him for 5 days. So now you coming back, you want to be sex? I mean, you didn't even care about being blocked for 5 days. You didn't even think about, well, I wonder why she blocked me, or I wonder how this made her feel, or coming back and being some type of remorseful, or putting your head down a little bit like, damn, the weekend, the only time I really have my daughter is one time out the week that I choose whenever, and then from Saturday to Sunday. So you have her for 2 nights in her whole life, 2 nights a week. And so you're so pressed to go out with this girl, not have 2 nights a week back to back in the beginning of the week, and just tell your mom, hey, mom, listen, this is a team effort me and my baby mom got going on. I don't care what the situation is. I'm not going to dog her like this, but I'm still going to go do me. Can you take the baby for the weekend? Nothing like that. It's just she's on her own. She do whatever she want to do. Okay. Then when you come back as no, nothing. Yeah, no. Like, thinking I had to really stop and think about the whole situation. Like, girl, what did you do? What are you boo-hooing over? This man wouldn't even come to you, apologize. Like, the fake caring that this man don't give a fuck about you. Even if he's, you know, you watch the readings and stuff and people like, oh, he's wearing a mask and this is not his true self. He really has deep feelings for you. Nigga, speak up. Because you ruined my life. Like, the shit that I had to go through with my parents, having another baby out of wedlock. Like, me and my parents' relationship, we could be like this now. I wouldn't have had no other kids. Me and my parents, we were going through stuff for years because I had a child. It just would have been us building. They could have seen me being independent. I could have been on my own, paying my own bills, not needing them. Like, you came in and you fucked up my life. He tells me now, like, oh, he was right about the YouTube thing, man. Back in the day, we met in 2019. I was saying, let's do YouTube, let's do YouTube. Mind you, I didn't mind if he didn't do it. I wanted to do it. But there was no support whenever I brought, oh, you trying to be a YouTuber. Like, it was you speaking so negatively just for you to 2 years later, 2-3 years later, not even 2 years, maybe a year and a half later, be like, oh, you was right. And I'm right about it now. Like, I'm right about when I feel stuff, but I put that person in there because, again, I grew up in a marriage. I grew up in a home where you have to validate the other person's feelings. You have to think about them too. It's not just about yourself. So I'm doing this, but I'm not a wife. I'm not a wife. You know how many opportunities I gave this man if you don't want to be with me? But over and over and over again, he proved that he just wanted whatever he wanted and didn't care about nothing else that I got going on. So, yeah, it is what it is. In the video, I bitch gotta move on. Like, I'm gonna cry every so often. I'm gonna be mad every so often. I'm watching videos on healing, but having these feelings that I feel now and going through the process of really understanding, like, these niggas don't care. Like, they're not the same guys of yesteryear. They're not the same people. So, yeah. But either way, y'all, let me show y'all my chicken. Let me flip it over because it's looking kind of, yeah. One thing she could do is fry some chicken. It took me some years to try to figure it out, but oh, sorry, y'all. So anyways, I'm gonna finish frying my chicken for the evening. Like, I did a self-care video yesterday, like, again, him going over his 5 days. Like, I need self-care for myself. Like, I would like to do something nice for me. Like, I'm tired. Like, you know, like, I don't get a chance to do it. I had to do it yesterday. Thankfully, he took her. Baby, I gotta run to the car really, really fast, okay? Thankfully, he took her. And I just so happened to be the same day I got my tooth pulled. But it was like, I was fully ready to have to bring her to the house. I was planning on picking her up early so that she could have some time with me. Because it's like, again, like I said, going back to my parents too, like, they're older now. So, like, watching my kid and stuff like that, like, that's caused a real strain in our relationship. Because it's like, I feel like they want to be there for me, but my dad just had 2 strokes. Like, my mom is getting older. Like, some of it is selfish. Like, y'all can help out a little bit. If y'all see I'm in pain, or y'all see, like, you know, some shit's really going on with me, y'all can help out. But it's like, now is not the time in this age and this time for me to be having babies and not having support. Like, forget the relationship. I would so much rather this man come to me and tell me, listen, I'm not going to get into the relationship shit with you, but at the end of the day, this is what we can do. I will for sure take Alana on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got it. He take his other child Friday, Saturday, Sunday. His mom had to watch her on Sunday when he had to go to work for years. So what's the difference now? Why not drop her off on Friday? It's like certain shit be done for other baby moms, other situations, but with me, I just get the grunt end of the stick. Like, I'm over it. So anyways, I'm done. I know it was longer than 10 minutes. My daughter stopped me for 3, so we're gonna go ahead, probably about 7. We wanted to subtract that. We'll say 3, 4, 3-ish. We'll say 5. So about 12 minutes. So anyways, that's my chicken, y'all. I'm about to get her out in a second. Period. I hope you guys have a great evening. All that. I'm done.